Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more Perry to try. Got some Perry to try, and it's my last bottle from the 2021 vintage that I received from Jeremy Harris at Cwm Maddoc, and I have to say the Perrys have been absolutely stonking so far, absolutely excellent and very different. I expect this to be very different as well. We've had a few gins lately. In fact, there's one of them. Had that one a little while ago. But before we open this beauty, I was going to do a film tonight, actually. My wife's away in New York. I'm looking after the kids. I've actually got a couple of busted ribs, so I'm in a lot of pain. I've got something white on my shirt. But I had an interesting conversation today with some people. I had a Zoom meeting with some people, some cider people. But cider people who got in touch with me, I'm going to talk to them again very soon and maybe try and put something together, in fact, for you guys to watch as well. But they are based in the Ukraine, in Kiev. They are the cider enthusiasts. There was three of them. I can't remember the names. And it was a father, the son and the daughter. The daughter had to translate everything. She spoke really good English, actually. But my Russian is terrible. Ukrainian, Russian. So it took probably longer than it should have because there's a lot of translation going on. But it was fab. Yeah, so it's three members of the same family importing cider into Ukraine, into Kiev, and selling it to lots of people who are very enthusiastic about it. They just wanted to talk to me. Apparently they watched a lot of my videos and used it for a lot of reference and stuff. So I was quite flattered, and it was really, really interesting. And it made me feel lucky that I get to sit here and drink fabulous stuff in my shed. You know, those guys are doing amazing things under enormous pressure, in fact. So yeah, so here's to the cider enthusiasts. And we're going to open this in their honour. And it's the Gin Perry 2021 from Cwm Maddoc. What did it say in the back? Medium sweet, single variety Perry. He puts medium sweet on everything, but he's racking off, cold racking, to stop the fermentation. But he's getting some fermentation in the bottle because it's pet nat. Delectable Perry with light floral notes. Our Gin Perry pears are handpicked from traditional orchards in Herefordshire and Monmouthshire and are pressed, fermented using wild yeast and bottled. And our small holding, so called gin because people often get notes of juniper from it, which is associated with gin. Elderflower is another common characteristic, but it does tend to be quite light floral, which is what it says on the tin. Pop. Very light carbonation again, but I can just see some bubbles. I don't know if you can see them. Some bubbles are just starting to rise up the neck there. There you may be able to see a few just here on the edge. Very nice. Gone for the big glass again. I've gone for the big glass. My wife's in New York, sending me having a great time. And I'm here with the kids, having a great time. So yeah, I want to have a delicious glass of Perry in a big glass. So there we go. Look at that. Very nice. So it's got that kind of, rather than the brashiness you associate with certain things, it's got almost that sort of lemon water, lime, sort of like lime cordial, pale lime cordial sort of colour to it. It's pretty bright, this one. It was a very gentle sparkle, but as I say again and again, light sparkle is what I want. I don't want too much fizz. I'd rather have just a little bit, you know, just to lift it a little bit, not to like, hurt my palate or make me gassy or mask flavour. None of those things. Fruit fly trying to get in on the action. Nick off. So yeah, so let's give it a smell. And is it the power suggestion, or am I getting like hints of juniper off it? I think there is hints of that, and it is light, it's floral, it's delicate, it's beautiful. There's very subtle pear in there, very subtle. Oh, something on my roof, something running around. Hopefully a cat, possibly a fox. If it's a squirrel, it's massive. Hints of elderflower as well. Hints of that sort of lime actually character. Very subtle lime character as well. Lovely nose. Very delicate but beautiful. Yeah. Nice. Really subtle nose. But everything in there is wonderful. Let's try it. So, yeah, the bubbles are wonderful, really gentle. It's all you need. It's wonderful. It's just enough. Bit of minerality. There's slightly richer pear on the character than I expected. And there is like an elderflowery sort of character as well I'm getting. And I think there's hints of juniper as well I'm getting. The nose, the palate is very much transitioning from the nose seamlessly. I'm getting much of the same things. It's absolutely gorgeous though. It really is. Very much more delicate than say the Old Field that we tried or the Betty Prosser that we tried, but none the worse for that. Yeah, lovely. Really nice. Very low acidity. There's that minerality. So I've waded into that stream once again, that cold mountain stream. I love it in there. And I've reached in once again. And I've picked out a lovely stone again. And I've licked it. No one knows why. But what I'm tasting when I'm licking it is minerality. And I've got that on this as well. But there's a delicate floral. It says medium sweet, but by gum, the sweetness is fab. It's just there. And actually that's almost mineral character. Offsets it slightly. It's a beautiful perry. It's a beautiful, delicate perry. It really is. The 2021 perries from Jeremy Harris at Cwm Maddoc have been absolutely banging. Banging. I mean, just great. Great. I'm almost lost for words at how much I enjoyed them. And they've all had their own distinct character. Do you want to have a mixed case of really interesting perries? One of each of those from the 2021 vintage would really open your eyes to what perry can do in the right hands, and the variety and the flavours that you get from the different individual varieties. It's absolutely superb. Yeah, it's subtle, it's borderline bland. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But it's not bland. It's on the right side of that borderline. It's actually delicious. It's delicate, it's subtle, it's not in your face, but what it's doing is really, really good, and we like it very much indeed. So, here's to the cider enthusiasts in Kiev. It was a pleasure talking to you guys, if you're watching this. I know they do watch this, but I assume one of them has to translate it, and they have to translate my Teesside accent as well, which can't be that easy, I'm sure. I struggle enough in America with people trying to understand me. God help the people of Ukraine. Okay, guys, yeah, so that was Gin Perry from Cwm Maddoc 2021. We liked it very much indeed. I'd like to thank you all for joining me in my cider shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.